Oh yes, we have a comment in the chat. The last time we saw Stuck in the Mists on this fractal, they had a bit of a hold up with the last sandbinder before the final boss. Let's hope they worked that out and are able to do that more efficiently. I think they had a portal fail or something, and they all tried to do a certain skip, an old school skip actually, that didn't quite work out for them. So see if they do a safer strat or manage to execute their original strategy more cleanly, or something new. Oh, Mesmer gets there immediately.
Yeah, it quickly gets the spawns, the port for the team, and look at that. Ooh,
You see the sanctuary on the
Yeah.
sandbinder that stops him from doing any attacks. Yeah, very good. Instantly kills him. The LGG and spawn faster to get out of combat. Something interesting to note there actually is the Mesmer blinked to the Mistlock and took it, and the Mistlock will actually reset the blink cooldown, right? Whereas the thief could not shadow step the Mistlock and reset it because I think after you shadow step, you have shadow return, right? So if you don't take the shadow return, you can't shadow step again for a while until it expires. So Mesmer actually has like a slight advantage there.
And
As you
SGG
can
is
see, like
slightly trailing behind here. Like they have not really spawned the roleplay section here of the map. The text is still not happening. They're struggling actually. They finally do get it, but at 112, oof, that's a whole about 13, 14 seconds more than Stuck in the Mist. So they're quite ahead here. They should be able to be okay here. As you see, they spawn already and continue now as the portal comes through immediately, trailing into the next section. Should already be able to get to the next boss immediately.
yeah, Mesmer going to port to the second boss. This is a very typical portal here. But he actually fails the first. He
Twice.
fails the SDK jump twice.
Yeah.
But it might still be okay. He actually took fall damage from falling off the cliff the second time, but this should still be okay, I think. Oh no, his teammates were already waiting on him, so he probably caused like a small slowdown there, but wasn't that big of a deal.
Not
Oh,
too
and you
much.
can see here,
Yeah.
there's the sanctuary coming out from Stuck in Mist. So you see that on this boss, he doesn't cast a lightning attack, right? Because the sanctuary interrupts it and stops it.
They are still ahead here as like they engage Amala in about 220 actually. Just about here.
There's a tragedy happening on SCG side. They have two full dead, and they're still working.
And it looks like they might actually have to call a reset here. There's just going to be no way. Like they really now need to rely on Stuck in to fail some point at some point Amala here. They've managed to finally get it here. Very late here though. That delay cost them a lot of time, and they're not going to be able to do this. They'll enter the boss at about 3 minutes now. That's not good. Actually,
It took so long. Wait, what?
What?
Why are they spawning here?
Wait.
Oh, they didn't even kill this.
Oh no, they are far behind actually. Whereas on the other side, Stuck in the Misstep Bro is already done with the first phase of Amala here.
I think they got a bugged.
Did they get
The sandmine bugged out on them.
Let me see actually if they're actually messaging anything.
It's really bad. They
had a bug.
It's really unfortunate. Probably, I'm not sure what the play here is, because I mean, even without the bugged sandbinder, they would have been far behind.
Yeah. But what we'll do is we'll continue Stuck in the Mist, whereas
I mean, like, if it were anywhere close, right, I think some kind of redo, but
yeah,
I think
I was almost thinking that like that bug happens for GG too early after getting revived.
Yeah. I think that the idea with letting them redo it is not a bad idea, but I think we want to run the. Actually, we probably have the time. We could let Stuck in the Mist finish and get their time,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
let
that's what I'm gonna do. Let Stuck in the Mist finish their time and then let them do their
let
But if
SCG
they
do
fail
it.
to meet the time, then we'll just call them if they
Yep.
fail.
Yep. I think that's the fairest way to do it.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah. See the CC coming out here. We're stuck in the mist, so that's a slow bar, but they're so far ahead. It doesn't matter. The focus pull is so good there; it just instantly cleaves out all the ads, and boom, they're done. No portal for the last phase though, but
Yep. So they get it at
probably
5:15 here. We see now player 2 as they just started their SGG. They restart, see if they manage to get a good clean time on this. So, right, it can actually happen, right? Like I think this is something that people mentioned before. That like if you GG way before getting revived, it will actually bug it for you. This was something that was brought up, I think. But I guess
I think
maybe it, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't really
the time
expect it when you do it though, so I guess maybe that was a problem. See if their time is good to beat. Stuck in the Mist. 5:15 is the time to beat right now.
I think you stopped the time a little early. It was before the experience pop, so just be aware of that. I
Was
think
it not
something on
at
the
the
boss.
experience pop? It was. It
I think it was a little bit before.
should be like what,
But
5:16?
I think it would have been close to 5:17 or 18. With at the time the experience was rewarded, but we'll see. I mean, it's possible that the time's not going to be close enough for that to matter. And if it is, we can just look back at the stream bot.
Yep, that's fine.
But again, I think they got to the SCG actually got to the dialogue. Like they phased them all out, like closer to 110, 112. So they're still 10 seconds behind Stuck in the Mist's pace.
Yeah, it seems like that. I'll see if they do. Again, 5. Okay, I mean 5:16, 5:17 doesn't really 2 seconds. I mean 2 seconds will make a difference in a very different setting of teams.
They didn't GG during the roleplay, by the way. They GG'd after they got rezzed, which is allowed.
Yeah. You see, they're finally now getting this part done here. Although I think, like you said, yeah, they will probably, they won't be entering a mod pretty early. They seem to struggle here. They don't have enough to get this done here.
I think they're split. Actually, you see, there are only 3 people here, so they're doing a 3-2 split. They're having 3 people do this boss.
The Scourge actually goes down, by the way. Now they actually should be okay. Defeat High Priestess, restart the checkpoint. Now they're ready to go in. Looks like, yeah, they're going to go in a bit late, but it does make a big difference.
A little bit hard to tell.
Yep.
So 5:15 was the time to beat, right?
I think I'm pretty sure I hit the timer at the exact time because I saw the XP pop up and that's when I hit it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I didn't like prematurely. Like I always just wait till the XP pops up.
Should be fine. They're killing the Sandbinder here. You can see the huge Firebrand cleave. Actually out DPSing the Scourge for quite a bit. So the Scourge might not have Epi, which I'm not sure if that's the call here. I think Epi would be really good to clear because this event, the boss fight, only starts once you clear out all of those ads. So Epidemic and like Spectral Grasp, like pulling the ads would be pretty good there. Oh, they find the thing. Okay, Thief here looks really kind of delicate to play because he's jumping he's jumping over the mall over and over, right? But there's all these portals on the ground that if he lands into, it's going to port him up and cause him to have a bit of a DPS downtime on the boss.
Yeah, and there you go. They finally port up here. They're the mobs. They already enter the next phase here.
I think actually social awkwardness griefed him a little bit there. The thief got pushed off the ledge after he made it up there already because of the social awkwardness. Bit unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate, yeah. And then this is not the hardest part here. This should be an easy fix for them. The break bar, bit of time actually. They get the break bar. I think a bit slow on that break bar here.
Very, very slow.
Yeah. And now they should be able to spawn the worst phase here. This is Grant here finally. But I think they actually, yeah, they might not make it, it seems. Just about getting 50%, and they still have about 40 seconds left to make up for it. 45 seconds to be exact. Breakbar actually comes through that time much faster. Very good of them to do that. I don't think it might not actually be close. They might not manage to get this right in time.
I don't think it's gonna be close.
Yeah,
it's probably around 6 minutes to finish the boss.
Because they're already at like 40% now, and oh, sorry, Grant just spawned now, so yeah, no, they still have 20
phase before this, the air phase.
They'll get it closer to 6 minutes. So yeah, they will fail it. Yeah, they did not beat the time. GG. Call them to tell them to stop, and we'll actually just roll the next fractal while they're maybe finishing this up, because they'll finish it up anyway. Next fractal. I'm
curious. I haven't seen Mirages very often run the Shattered Distortion trait. So it's the top row of the second column in the Mirage trait line, where whenever you grant yourself Distortion, you also grant yourself Mirage Cloak, which lets you do the ambush attack, right? Like the Mirage ambushes are tied to the Mirage Cloak. So if you take that, you can actually get an extra sword leap with your F4 distortion. Just a little bit extra ability.
Look at the Mesmer already prepping up for the teleport.
Oh, he falls. Oh, he's stuck.
Stuck.
He's full stuck. Oh no.
They actually excellent strategy, but bad execution, and it costs them quite some seconds here. So SGG costly. Is now ahead and already getting started on this, but can they make it up here? Because there's still enough to make this up.
A clean execution on this phase can easily make up whatever time they lost. So let's just see if he can. Oh, but his portal's on cooldown now. He may have. Okay, I think that's okay. I don't think he has to. Yeah, he's just gonna solo this part. He doesn't need the portal. He's gonna mimic his blink. He's gonna blink twice. Yep, and immediately finish the run. Yeah, that's very good. Yep, he gives himself stealth there, which he's using a deception skill to give himself stealth, which will also give him super speed there. You take that trait. I think Master of Manipulation is the trait. And okay, he actually recovers pretty well from that. He gets the checkpoint for his team. Yeah, he is Stuck in the Mist has actually made up all the time they lost.
Yeah, like almost immediately. Yeah, yes, hard stuck, but no longer, and now they are ahead of the team. It looks like they're almost just about to catch up. I mean, if they can finish this phase and get to the hands pretty fast. I mean, that's the next part for them to maybe make up some time and kind of skip some stuff. Look at that, Mesmer's already up here and trying to get the team up there, already getting prepared. So see if they can cut corners here, because it looks like they might be able to save themselves here, and gets the team already here for the next phase. Slightly behind SGG, but they could make up for it maybe.
SGG has the super speed from the Scrapper, so even if they are lingering in combat with the ad that they kill, that super speed just makes them zoom through the fractal. That's actually going to save them some time.
See if they are going to make up for that. SGG's more or less should be able to look at that. The portal also is going to come through for them on their side, so they do get the device up here. And they're already preparing to get the cast ready here. So they break the first and the last seal. So now they have to go to the final boss, and they are ready. And looks like Stuck in the Mist will be behind here based on that Mesmer's. It literally was that one mess up, and it cost them the actual round here.
Yeah, and they also mismanaged the hammer a little bit, or the portals. So the person with the hammer had to drop it, and now they're having to kill some extra ads. So we'll see if they're ready to. Yeah, the Mesmer is just now doing the portal, so they're a little bit behind.
And SGG. Yeah, no, SGG is far ahead now. I mean, they've already at least done the first phase.
Yeah.
And this is actually going to trigger the CM because this ties it up for them, and now SGG can advance to the next round if they should be able to get this cleanly done. Looks like Stuck in the Mists is having a bit of trouble, actually. They have not even engaged the...
Oh, they failed the skip to the boss. So, yeah, I think the Guardian had a targeting issue or something. Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
going to be unfortunate.
what happens here is the Guardian gets a target on one of the ads up above, and you have to make sure your team doesn't randomly target something. Oh no, this is so unfortunate. Yeah, so if your teammates target like an ad down below while you have your target already prepped above, then porting up to what is going to be, you're not going to port upwards if you lose your target. So you have to make sure your teammates don't do that. Oh dear, Stuck in the Mist is actually doing the run of shame here. They are.
Yeah, the walk of shame, and it's not working out for them. I mean, by the time they even start, like, they're actually already done SGG on their end. They are finally... So yeah, I'm not even gonna let them continue this because they are too far behind even. So they'll just have to roll for the CM next. Looks like the in-run comes and the XP pops up there at 4:39 seconds here.
Very nice first phase. I was looking at this actually, but I mean, obviously they had
now it's the CM. Wheel CM is about to be spun. What is like the worst part in this fractal that loses a lot of time here? Is it the pre-event getting up to a second boss, or is it that one usually?
Yeah, that's the potential for the biggest. Well, it's the potential area for the biggest time loss and time save, right? Because you can actually optimize that so much, right? There's all those ads that you have to like kill. So if you're able to group those ads together efficiently and just one shot them, you can save so much time. One's jumping over the gate here. That's good.
Okay here. There's not much of a difference. I mean, we'll see it in that event, right? Like after they're done with Mama over here, they should be able to get there, and that's where I think, like you said, the time loss will be accounted for.
Oh, yeah, SGG here actually chooses to delay just for a moment at the Mistlock to grab the Mistlock, whereas Stuck in the Mists do not. And yep, neither team is doing. Oh, they're actually porting back to the start. Oh, that's pretty cool. They port back to the start the other side. So both teams actually choose to take the time loss from getting the Mistlock, which I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of that. If it works for them, it works, right?
Yep.
Nice. So the Soul Beasts are landing the charge, the Gazelle F2 on the ad. It's a really chunky CC.
They're both like almost kind of at the same point here. I mean, there's not too much of a lead time from either team. I think
it's very, very close.
Yeah. SGG just now gets the break bar done, but yeah, not too much. I think Stuck in the Mist just ahead slightly by like a minute. By 2 seconds at most, you could say.
It's very, very close. Yeah.
Oh, but the stomp comes through, and is the rain.
Oh, the SGG Soulbeast downs here, but if they he's gonna rally off of the ad. It's fine. Yep.
Actually managed to clear it, although they are now behind, and there is considerable lead time building up here, which is very, very bad for them, as they are now having to get into the pre-event, which is going to only further cause more delay on their end here. As you can see, Stuck in the Mist is already clearing it up, and they're getting ready to get into the next part and trying to get these bubbles here done.
The Stuck in the Mist actually have a slight error there. Oh, and the Soul Beast downs. Yeah. So I think what they were trying to do was have the Renegade use the Alex Leap to pull the ads together on the left, and then the Soul Beast would use Axe 4 to pull them out. But they didn't quite succeed in that, and the Soul Beast walked in and actually downstated.
It looks like SGG is catching up, I think, with this, right? Should be. No, actually, they still have one more before they finish the first room. So still behind.
Yeah, as you can see, right? Like if you execute this perfectly, you can actually cap both of these points almost instantly. But both teams here are having a slight issue. Stuck in Miss is actually choosing to split up here. They're not actually going to bother killing all of the ads. They're just going to... Oh, another downstay here from this whole beast. He might get finished off. No, he's getting rezzed. Oh no, he got avenged. He didn't CC the Fractal Avenger, and he got finished.
It cost him
Stomped out.
I know.
Oh no.
And look at this. SGG should be able to clear this out quicker. They're kind of struggling too, and actually do lose. They lost their BS, the warrior actually going down, and now the range of the soul beast is going down too. Ooh, it's not looking good for them. They are going to die as well. They have to repeat now. Probably have to.
Altar is not easy. Yeah, it's a lot of careful movement and skill usage to optimize this pre-event.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult part. And like you said, this is taking to be the most time gated event part for them. So they need a lot to get through here. And both teams actually, for the second time, I believe, Stuck in the Misstep, bro, is going to GG and restart this. Actually,
they're still ahead.
They're still ahead, actually, because, sorry, it's only the Ranger, only their Soul Beast has gone down. It does not seem like the other players are, they do lose. I think is that the Renegade going down and actually going to be cleaved off. They've already lost another player, so they might actually have to redo this. Oh, no, they just barely clear it. They just barely clear it, and now they can advance to the second boss.
Big. That's really big. Are they going to get super speed from the Scrapper? Yep, that's good.
Yep. As you can see, they're actually going to...
struggling here. They're still working on the central altar.
And actually getting ready for the next boss here. And SGG is falling behind a lot now. And yes, again, their Soul Beast actually goes down. The members are still clearing it. I believe they are good to go, though. They can get into the next phase. A lot of precasting time here for Stuck in the Mist. Getting everything in order. Now teleport into the room. Start the fight here. And one thing to note here is obviously coordinating which player goes to which side. So, you know, north, south, east, west. Better to call the ads. So that will be... It looks like they have quite a good synergy here. Calling which ones go to which side of the boss here. And making sure to cleave them out quickly to advance the next phase.
The Soul Beast actually steps back there to get his Lombo 2 off at maximum range to do the most damage possible, because your Lombo 2 does more. Your Lombo attacks do more damage when you have a higher mod on your damage the farther you are from the far-sided trait in marksmanship.
Yeah, looks like they're just about ready to start. Should be good to go with the next event here.
See, they actually a Condi comp for Insulus, as you can ramp up the conditions before breaking the bar and then break it in phase with the conditions. Here, SCG is still working on Syax. They're on the last phase now. The Soul Beast here does not get to do a nice barrage precast, but they get the break bar.
Yeah, and they can actually cleave this out. So they're good to go, but they are trailing behind by a lot. Very slow downtime. Oh, wow. They just finally almost actually getting it down. GG now to reset and continue. Should be good to go. And there you go. They pop up. And this is a best of 3, not a best of 5. So this is the final CM game between these two. This is going to eliminate one of the teams now. As you can see, they're already at the phase here over at Stuck in the Misstep, bro. And doing okay, not too bad. They're managing to keep up, having one more left. And yeah, actually, perfectly done. No downs there. That one could usually get a lot of people down. A lot of groups can fail to this and can be very annoying to restart the boss after that. Next phase is...
The altar is not trivial for sure. And also, it's worth noting, like, being able to avoid all those red balls and keep your health high is really important too, right? Because so Soul Beast in particular, in Beastmaster, you have that trait called Loud Whistle, which is basically a scholar trait. Being above 9% health will make your pet do more damage. But since you're merged, you are your pet essentially. So you have like a mod from there. You're also running Scholar runes, which means you want to be at 90% health, and you're probably running actually no, you're running the Scarlet Slaying potion, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you definitely want to keep your Scholar uptime as high as possible. So being good at not taking damage while capturing the points is huge. But there's a question in the chat about the soul piece miss swapping back Signet or the intentional drop into a trap. Yeah, so I'm guessing you're talking about the power soul piece on SGG side, and the power soul piece is running the trap instead of the Signet because there's exposed phases on Enceladus, right? So you want to take advantage of that as much as possible. And Frost Trap is actually the highest effective DPS skill that Soul Beast has. So you definitely want to have Frost Trap.
Looks like Stuck in the Mist does win with 8 minutes 39 seconds here. Probably going to be another minute over here for SGG, but they are actually eliminated with this win from Stuck in the Mist. Good comeback from them, and of course that was a lot of mess ups from Stuck in the Mist in the earlier Cliffside Fractal, with the Mesmer getting caught up there and the Portal just not coming through. They managed to almost make it, but then they just couldn't manage to get the hammers on point all the time, and that did cost them as SGG took that round in convincing fashion. But it was not enough as they get stopped in the CM here, fortunately. The next team to play now should be Black Emperor, I believe. And they will be taking on Diggin in the Mists. So
like we might be able to see Stuck in the Mist get all the way to the end of the bottom bracket.
30 seconds will be called, so it's only a 1 minute timer now. Yeah, I don't know why it does this, but it's not aligned. I mean, it doesn't have to be aligned, you know. Just pretend if it's not aligned, right? Just pretend. Anyway, yeah, I have to actually ask Teapot, why does it do this? This is not the, this is the third time it's happened. To actually ask, sometimes it just bugs out and you have to like literally redo all of it again. Although I actually don't think you need to close the stream. I think I just need to literally redo the sources. So at least there's that I learned. Anyway, well, we'll start the timers now. Should be working. I see there's delays there.
Oh, expecting the 10-second countdown. Both Guardians have advance to give swiftness 13. They're actually taking the exact same utilities.
I see they're both ready with the portal drop. Let's see how it goes for them. We'll get there first. It seems like 20 seconds is where Black Emperor gets to it. So already a bit ahead here. 23 for Digging the Mist. So already kind of slightly behind. They can make up for the big DPS here if they can. Perfectly stacking. Well, managed to get now both bosses there. Both champions are finally there. Leave them out. Be careful. A little bit. Which one of these do you prefer to cleave out? Like, since one is like a range and one is a melee, like you just want to quickly cleave them. I mean, obviously one of them goes down. Both of them try to get them at the same time. But if you messed up and one of them had to be killed first, you go for range quickly, then go for the melee.
I think you go for the Etten first, because he does that really long duration knockdown attack that you don't want to deal with. And I think he's the melee one. You can see here, actually, the Guardians took two different choices. So both guards, like, they took stability for their team, but Digging in the Mist took Hallowed Ground. And since he's probably playing Virtues Firebrand, he has Master of Consecrations, which makes the Hallowed Ground last longer and give more pulses of stability. So I think that was the better choice. It's like a better overall stability uptime compared to Standard Ground. because there's not multiple knockdown attacks. It's just one, right? So you want to give stab for a longer duration rather than more stacks. Neither team here actually does the port to Old Tom. They both run up. So if either of these teams goes up against the Ravens or stuck with bars,
Like they will, they will
be a lot slower.
Yeah, much slower. So look like Black Emperor starting first here. In the miss slightly behind, although it's a bit of a delay. But no, I think even with that, they are actually going to be slightly behind. So Black Emperor actually should take this first round win here. If they can, again, well, we've seen a team actually lose this because they couldn't catch the last golem with the group. And like that cost them the round by like, what was it, 5 seconds yesterday?
Yeah. Still a good chance here for Dig and Miss to make a comeback if they do a lot of damage. So you can see the Power Daredevil is doing a lot of damage here. You can see insane cleave. Insane like power burst here compared to the Condi classes. This is actually super close. 56. 250. No, it's not. Sorry,
it's not.
Never mind. No, it wasn't close. Sorry, yeah.
The DPS on Diggin was very slow for this, so it looks like they will. XP pops up at 315. So yeah, not as close as you think. So
yeah, I thought that the last golem dying was the last golem, but it was just the last golem the first phase. So.
Yeah. We'll see. Only about 30-second-ish delay between both teams. Not too bad there. Let's see how they... Okay, yeah, again, like it will come down to which one of them can actually get those phases done in order. Again, not much margin for a team to make up here if they fall behind by too much. So they have to be very, very careful here. As we've seen, some teams have actually like almost cost themselves a match because of taking too long with the gate guards. And they should be off now as we see the Guardian move from Black Emperor and begin to miss just about a second later with the delay accounted for. There we go. Actually, choosing one person to go on port here rather than maybe all of them stealthing. Seen some good stealth plays as well, so kind of hoping to see maybe something like that here. Both teams actually waiting for their player to... There you go, Black Emperor with the portal comes through here, and same with Dig in the Mist. So they're both almost really close here right now. So this next phase, this is where teams have been split off a lot in time.
So we see actually the Guardian, he's going to cast, no, he didn't, but the guards in the past, they casted the flame skill, purging flames above them to the platform, and that actually will hit the person who's doing the consoles, and it'll remove immobilize, because purging flames actually removes a condition from your allies with each pulse. So that's a very nice way to support the person doing the skip. See, the flux bombs are being dropped. So the guard from Digging in this, that's a very nice GS5 for the pull on the DH. Or actually, he's not DH, he's a power firebrand.
Getting the...
Or is he Condi?
Actually, so it's actually a pretty close game here. Anyone's game at this point. So now the only way for them to make it up is one of the teams has to probably get a better pull at the room at the end there with the golem. So we'll see how that goes. I think Black Emperor slightly edges out the win here right now, right? They are barely over the win. Yeah, I think so, just by a bit. So if they can continue, they should be able to. And as you see, the room is being triggered. Actually, no, Dig in the Mist might be...
They're similar.
Almost similar, actually, yeah. Actually, no. Now you kind of see the difference here. And it's like,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, they're 10 seconds
yeah,
behind.
they've actually, I think, maybe struggled with the last ads a little bit, and it's cost them 2:26 is the load time for Black Emperor into the room, and they are just about now getting in, ready to go. Yes, it's gonna be. It's not actually 10 seconds, more like 7-ish. About.
Yeah. You saw the guard go back and give swiftness to Ellen Keel. You have to get her to the checkpoint in order to talk to her to teleport into the last room as well.
And the golem here phase is triggered. It is the last electrical field being applied here, and good way of actually managing to still keep up the golem pressure here, so they are able to quickly cleave out into the next phase. Next phase is popped up here. As you see, the next set of field is dropped. I think Black Emperor
Very
will
nice.
edge this out perfectly.
Very nice DH pull there on the far golem to cleave the last two golems down together. And I think that's going to be it. So Black Emperor finishes in 3:30.
Oh, it was so close for them. But yeah, no, actually, yeah, that 9 seconds.
3:40.
Black Emperor
3:40, yeah.
wins.
Wow,
And
that's very nicely done.
yeah, and this is actually the second round, so Black Emperor advances. Digging in the Mist, unfortunately eliminated.
So double Mesmer POV. See if we can get some nice Mesmer skips in. And yes, this is the final day of the tournament.
Yep. We definitely want to speed through these matches as well, so I think we're gonna reduce the amount of like rolls in the wheel in favor of making sure the matches get on time, because don't forget, we have to make sure this is all done before reset, which is I believe at 8 p.m. EST, aren't they? Is this a redemption arc for Nintendo Gameplay, who messed up initially here? So as you can see, they are trying to get their win back in order here.
Looks like they're very similar. Well, actually, Nintendo Gameplay is having some trouble killing the ads at the beginning, but
we have 3 hours and 20 minutes actually to reset, so we should have enough time to get there, by the way. Oh, actually, Nintendo Gameplay, are they a little slow here actually? But it seems like Stuck in the Mist is speeding through, and Stuck in the Mist actually does very well in this map. This is not their first time. This is the third time, I believe, in this map in particular. They've been, I guess, maybe lucky to get this map for them, because it does favor them, as we've seen.
well, the Mesmer on Nintendo Gameplay is actually getting through this area quite quickly.
Yeah,
He was just a little bit behind because of the first taking longer.
Yeah, and also maybe a bit of a delay here. Mesmer is there actually and draws up here. The GG is called here, and they get the teammates up quickly. Slightly behind though, as of course Stuck in the Mist Stebro is trying to get up there and finish up now into the last phase before Archdiviner is done here. So they are slightly edging ahead.
You can see the Mesmer on Stuck in the Mist is being very careful on those thin ramps. He's making sure his character is facing the right direction before running.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to have any.
Over here, they're actually having a bit of a problem here with the chest part of the fractal, and managed to get the clear here. But now they're gonna be very slow because they have to pull one more ad in to charge it up. And as you can see, the Mesmer is already trying to advance up to the next stage here, whereas Stuck in the Mist should be good to clear up into the boss in a bit. I think they believe they have one more on this seal, and then one more on the other seal. They should actually be okay to start with Archdiviner soon in a bit.
Yeah, you see the value there of skipping one wave of ad spawning. It just makes such a big difference to get that chest seal broken one wave sooner. Because not only does it take a long time to spawn, but also they spawn far away from you, so you have to wait and then you have to pull the ad in. It just takes a long time.
As you can see, they are actually just about to charge in. So Stuck in the Mist is already at the boss. So they should be clearing this up. And that will be it for this fractal for sure. It is not easy to come up here. And it's very hard to even fail here. The only instance where you can actually fail is maybe just a slow phase roll here. So it's not particularly a wipe, is it? So they could
Even
even...
miss actually. They break that first bar, the really fast one as well, and phase it before the expose even ends. They're actually breaking it and phasing it before expose ends every single phase. It's quite impressive actually. And they're using like a, I think it's a power comp, and the Mesmer is playing Staff Alacrity Mirage, which means their Renegade is probably playing like full Berserker as a extra DPS class.
You see the final phase here is going to be done, and they should be able to break it up. Trigger the next cast, and look at that. Boom, they hit it. Should be okay. 24%. It's actually almost, it was, maybe could have been close for them, but not quite. Too far behind. Cost them. Again, Stuck in the Mist. Just too good on this map. And there you go. That will trigger the SPI, and I believe it does. There you go. 419. So they advance with a win, and then they have one more round to make it. Otherwise, they might be triggered with a CM should Intended Gameplay win the next round. As they are clearing this, we will roll the next wheel, the next round.
Also, the DPS check on the Shaman, it's phasing him to 25%. That's pretty important because the faster you do that, the faster you can port to the end boss as well. So we'll see if they can pull out the big numbers. Looks like they're about to start here.
They do go ahead. They are going.
Very fast cutscene skip from Stuck in the Mist. The instant pull, huge cleave, and then into the shackling wave. Oh, I see. I think someone ported them to the first area. I wonder who it would be. Maybe the Necro.
It could have been the Necro, and as you see, the trigger is here. They are waiting on the portal. Portal is enabled, and well, triple screen of death is included here, so we'll have to wait a little bit for Intended Gameplays to show up again. I believe they start this at about 48. So 48 seconds is when the pop-up starts up here. Wonder if we'll be able to get to see that. Probably will miss it for Intended Gameplay. They're probably playing this already as we load back up into their stream.
Eight stacks of the Shaman's Bubble. 7 now.
Oh, they're choosing to do it in the normal skip.
Oh, they're not even skipping. They're just all running.
Yeah, it was not even skip. Like just the... Oh, they managed to clear it.
Someone made it faster.
Yeah. They are...
They are very far behind.
Yeah, I mean, they are probably going to... As you could see, like they already have the player on towards the Stuck in the Mist side. They are making it into the volcanic islands here. So they are more or less done with the fractal. I mean, unless there's... The already portal is prepared as well. So already have the portal prepped up and ready to go for them on their end. How Intended Gameplay.
That portal is too early. They ain't even starting the boss yet. I'm wondering about that.
Will it actually...
Maybe someone else went and is gonna chain portal? Not sure.
Well, I see all 5 of them there, so the portal's even gone. So unless someone is... It's hard.
Maybe someone took the portal, prepared another one, and they're gonna port after the boss phases.
Well, all 5 of them are here, so no.
Yeah, but maybe he went and placed it, and then they're gonna. Place
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Big brain here.
Because the Herald is the class that can do that skip most safely, because the Glint heal converts all of your incoming damage to healing, so like it's guaranteed to make the run, and then you can have someone else place a portal on the other side off of yours. Yep. Intended Gameplay is still on the first phase of the Shaman, while Stuck in the Mist are actually rapidly progressing the final boss. They get the first shield phase. Let's see how they handle the Slublings. Are they going to pull them or just cleave them down? It looks like they're just going to cleave them down. I see the wall reflection from the firebrand. That's going to prevent the Slublings from immobilizing the players in the lava fields.
Yeah, and actually they're on the last phase here as they are going to complete this. So that being said, they should be clear to go. And advance
looks like
actually,
in the gameplay.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just started on the volcanic, so we're there, and they're going to take another 2 minutes before they actually get it done. Whereas here, they're almost done here with a should be, will it be a sub 4 minutes? Let's see. Almost.
Could
Actually,
be, yeah.
yeah, it actually will be.
They actually went 2 down states on Stuck in the Mist. The Renegade and the Scrapper both went down there, but luckily they had the spawns from the Slublings that they could cleave to rally off of, so that was good for them. So Stuck in the Mist, 347, they will progress to the next round.
Yeah, so
and the gameplay will be eliminated.
Alright, so Black Emperor and Cute and Funny actually advance next into their matchups. So unfortunately, in the gameplay, it is over for them here. It is a GG on their end. Although we've seen the jersey, we've seen the aviator. It was not enough for them. A good showing though by them. They actually had a very tough matchup going against Stuck with Lars actually. So definitely wasn't an easy road for them. But they had some good wins here. But this is where the story for them ends. Maybe on the next tournament we get to see them over on Black Emperor and Cute and Funny, the next teams to play now. So we'll see which of them will play with Stuck in the Mist soon. TM, and then that team will actually face Blizzard Ravens right after that, immediately for a best of round 5 matchup. So Cute and Funny and Black Emperor's wheel shall be.